Hello students, good morning. Today we are going to start with the science paper second. In that we are going to start the third lesson, that is nothing but the life processes in living organism. This lesson is for 4 marks for your state board exam. Now before going to this topic, first we should know what is meant by life processes. Life processes are the processes which are taking place in the person who is living. Here the life processes are nothing but digestion, excretion, circulation, reproduction and excretion. All these processes are very important in our body because without this process we can't lead our life. The next point, that is nothing but a living organisms. Living organisms are the organisms which are living on the planet Earth. They are called as a living because they show the following life processes. Before going to this topic, first we should also know what is meant by reproduction. Reproduction here is nothing but parents reproduce offsprings which are looking same like them. Now, a particular plant or a particular animal always is reproducing the same offspring like him, which looks like same like him. Now, here the reproduction is of two types, that is nothing but asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Now, we are going to study what is meant by asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is a reproduction which is taking place without any sex organs. Here, this process is a very rapid process and only minor variations are seen in the offspring which are produced by the parents. Next is nothing but a sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, the parents are needed. The parents here are nothing but a male and female variety which comes together to give birth to the offspring. This process is a very slow process and we see many variations in such types of reproduction. Now, whenever we are considering the asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction, we should also know that where or how this reproduction takes place. For that reason, we are also going to study the reproductive systems. But here, whenever the male and female come together, they form a particular cell, or you can say they give birth to the offspring, and the birth of the offspring starts with a particular cell. That means a cell undergoes division. Now, here the cell division is of two types. One is mitotic division and other is nothing but a meiotic division. Now, first we are going to consider the mitotic division. The mitotic division is a division which takes place in somatic cells. In this process, the parent cell gives same number of chromosomes to the offsprings, and this is the equational division. The next comes the meiotic division. Meiotic division takes place in germ cells. Here, the number of chromosomes given by the parent cells to their offsprings are half in number. So, it is called as a reductional division. Now, the asexual reproduction is seen in both unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. So that first you should know what is meant by unicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms are the organisms which are having single cell in them, and multicellular organisms are having many cells in them. First we are going to see the asexual reproduction in case of a unicellular organisms. Whenever you consider the unicellular organisms, the name itself comes in front of you, that is nothing but amoeba, paramecium, euglena, hydra, and many things that comes in front of you. The first thing we are going to see, that is nothing but unicellular organisms. In that, the asexual reproduction, we are having the following types: binary fission, that we see in case of amoeba, multiple fission, that also we see in case of an amoeba, budding we see in case of a yeast. Now first we are going to consider what is binary fission. Binary, the word itself tells that there is something formation of two things. Now here the organism produces here two daughter cells. Now how this process happens? For that we have to consider the amoeba. Now how to get the amoeba? For that you have to do one activity. So you have to collect the water which is a stagnant water. म्हणजे ज्या पाण्याला प्रवाह नाही, जे बरेच दिवस पाणी साठलेलं आहे, अशा पाण्याचा तुम्ही उपयोग करू शकता. So that is, you take the water first and you put a drop on the cover on the slide and observe it under the microscope. Whenever you observe this, you see a particular organism which is nothing but a amoeba. Now this amoeba, you have to see how it performs the binary fission. Whenever you consider the amoeba, it has a single cell. It is nothing but a single cell, a single nucleus and pseudopodia feet. What happens to the parent hydra? The parent hydra nucleus, whenever is undergoing binary fission, the nucleus first gets elongated. Whenever the nucleus gets elongated, the amoeba itself also starts to elongate. Wherever the amoeba elongates, now more and more the nucleus also starts to elongate. Some part of the nucleus moves into the upper part of the amoeba and some part of the nucleus moves to the downward part of the amoeba. Then here a notch is formed which separates the amoeba into two daughter amoeba, or we call it as a daughter cells. They look like this. Here particularly two amoeba are formed with a different nucleus. Next comes the multiple fission. Before that, you may also know that there are again some organisms which are also called as a paramecium or euglena. Now here, paramecium is a sleeper-like organism. It also produces by the binary fission. Whenever you see the binary fission in case of a paramecium, here you see the horizontal fission. That means two daughter paramecium are created by such process which is called as a binary process. Similarly in euglena, the longitudinal fission takes place in an euglena and the two daughter euglena are formed. Next comes the multiple fission. Multiple fission is also taken place in case of an amoeba. Here, the single amoeba produces many daughter amoeba. How is that? The amoeba itself has the pseudopodia feet, which are called as a false feet. Whenever there is an unfavorable condition, the feet of the amoeba are taken inside the body and a particular covering is formed which is very tough membrane and it is called as a cyst of amoeba. Inside this cyst, the nucleus divides and redivides and number of daughter amoeba are formed there, and this cyst breaks open whenever there are favorable conditions and the number of daughter amoeba comes out, which is nothing but a multiple fission. This fission is called multiple fission because the single nucleus divides into many nucleus and number of daughter amoeba are formed here. Next comes the budding. This process is called budding because here chain of buds is produced. This type of budding you see in case of an yeast. Now, how to see the budding of an yeast? For that what you have to do? You have to bring up yeast powder from the market, put it into conical flask and put some water into it, keep for some time and then take this drop of water onto a slide and put the cover slip on that and observe it under the microscope. Whenever you observe it under the microscope, you see a bud is produced. Now, how this process takes place, that we have to see here. This is nothing but a yeast. Yeast itself has a nucleus. Now, first, whenever this budding process starts, the nucleus starts to elongate. Whenever the nucleus starts to elongate, the yeast also starts to elongate. Now, the nucleus divides. Some part of the nucleus comes down into the down part of the yeast and some part comes to the upper part of the yeast. Now, this nucleus, one part of the nucleus remains into the parent cell and another nucleus part goes into the bud of the yeast. This way the chain of the buds are produced. This is nothing but a bud. Now, next comes the asexual reproduction in multicellular organisms. Whenever you see the asexual reproduction in case of multicellular organisms, you know that multicellular organisms are the organisms which contain many cells in them. Now, the multicellular organisms undergo asexual reproduction by fragmentation process. For fragmentation process, you want to consider the Spirogyra, or you can say the Cycon. Now, these things are living into the water, or you can say they are the aquatic plants. As they are the aquatic plants, they have to bear the water currents. Whenever they bear the water currents, what happens? They break down into small pieces. A single parent Spirogyra breaks down into a small pieces, and these small pieces lead their life independently. Next comes regeneration. Regeneration means to regenerate. In our daily life, we see lizard. Whenever the lizard wants to take or ride off the enemy, what it does, it sheds off its tail or it cut off its tail, and after few days this tail again rises in case of the lizard. The same process we are going to see in case of regeneration. Regeneration example is nothing but a planaria. The planaria body is divided into three parts. One is nothing but a head, body and tail. If any part of the body breaks down, this other parts of that body again regenerates. Suppose the head is separated, the downside body is again regenerated. Suppose the downside body has been shed out, then the head also develops with the body. Similarly, the whole body develops, or you can say regenerates. Next comes the body. Body you see in the multicellular species, that is nothing but a hydra. Hydra itself is a multicellular and it belongs to an Coelenterata. Now, here what happens? Whenever there is a favorable condition, the hydra gives rise to a bud. The bud depends upon the parent hydra for its nutrition. Whenever it develops or whenever it matures, it shades off from the hydra and falls into the soil and leads its life independently.